Hockey tonight from the Savvis Center under the St. Louis Arch as the St. Louis Blues look to stay on course against the Detroit Redwings. I'm Bill Peterson, paired up with Mike Weiss this evening. How about the matchup we are going to see tonight?
The Blues are looking to capitalize tonight. The Red Wings will be in for a real struggle, knowing that the Blues are playing at the top of their game.
With the level of talent this Detroit team has, they should go deep into the playoffs this season.
All the regular season trophies don't mean a thing to Detroit unless they get to drink from the Stanley Cup.
Strength of the blue line has carried the Blues year after year. St. Louis is looking to contend again this year, and their defensive strength will be as strong as ever.
Talent can only take a team so far. The St. Louis coaching staff will have to hone that talent into a championship season. One of my favorite goalies in the league, Cujo has proven that he is all-star caliber. He seldom lets his guard down and is the team's best defender. Brent Johnson's pretty much squashed any ideas that he couldn't be a #1 goalie. He's rock steady in that and is proving his doubters wrong.
Here we go with the first drop of the puck. McInnes takes it past the red line. Wait passes to the defenseman. Mellenby sends it back over to Tkachuk. He centers the puck. Knocked down in front by Joseph. Shanahan brings the puck to the zone. Centering pass to Hall. McInnes sends it up to the center. And he takes a wrist shot. With saves like that, it could be a long night for them. Waite brings it over the red line. Sends it back to the defenseman. Hull takes it past the blue line. Moves it back to Chelios. Shanahan moves it back over to Lidstrom. Mellenby brings the puck up. Carries it over the blue line. Checked hard by Lidstrom. He sends it over to Shanahan. Carries it over the red line. He sends it back over to Chelios. He moves it over to Hull. Brings it past the blue line. And he takes a wrist shot. Man, what a save. McInnes passes to Mayers. Nash passes it behind the net to Dimitra. He didn't score there. What a great save. Robitaille sends it off over to Petrov. Nash sends it back to Salvador. And he takes a wrist shot. That save shows he came into camp ready to play this season. And he takes a wrist shot. He gave up his body to make that save. Fedorov passes it over to Robitaille. He passes it off over to McCarty. Lidstrom moves it back to Chelios. Salvador passes it to Waite. Bone-crushing hit by Kachuk. Brings it past the red line. He passes it up the center. Lidstrom plays it up to the center. Fedorov carries it past the blue line. Off the blocker. Pronger passes to Kachuk. Waite carries it past the red line. Brings it over the blue line. He takes a step shot. He looks to be on his game tonight. Kachuk sends it back to McGinnis. Waite sends it to Mellenby. He passes it over to McGinnis. Save by Joseph. Joseph slides it over to Chelios. Waite can't believe he didn't score there. What a great save. This faceoff is to the right of the goalkeeper. And he takes the step. He scores! Scores right off the faceoff.
Oh, yeah. That gives the fans something to celebrate.
And celebrating they are. A short distance by Mayers.
I think the defense is going to think twice about allowing faceoffs in their own end now.
St. Louis goal scored.
Pronger moves it back to McGinnis. That was a hard hit by Nash. Dimitrov takes it past the red line. Mayers takes it past the blue line.
38. Dimitrov.
Shanahan takes the puck up through the zone.
Time of goal, 11 minutes, 55 seconds.
He knocked him into next week. That is the kind of save that will set the tone for his team for the rest of the game. Fisher makes a long pass over to Yzerman. Wallini brings it over the red line. Hall brings it past the blue line. Nash brings the puck up through the zone. Carries it over the blue line. Lays it up to the center. Grabbed out of the air. Joseph sends it in front to Chelios. Yzerman carries it past the blue line, and he takes a wrist shot. Great save. Hull sends it over to the right wing. Shanahan passes it to the right wing. It looks like someone has done some work in the offseason. Mellenby sends it back over to Van Ryn. Robitaille sends it up to the center. Mellenby passes it over to Kachuk. He passes it over to Waite. McCarty plays it up to the center. Fedorov brings it over the blue line. Fastest glove in the league. Johnson sends it behind the net over to Salvador. He slides it to Waite. Mellenby takes it past the blue line. And he's checked by Chelios. Passes it to the right wing. McCarty brings it past the red line. He centers it to Fedorov. Save made off the blocker.
Ladies and gentlemen, a local hero is in the stands. Triathlete James Chow won his
Chelios came through like an 18-wheeler for that hit.
Inspiration to amateur athletes everywhere. Enjoy the game, James.
Chelios is very aggressive. Teams love to have this kind of player around.
Fisher moves it back over to Wallin. He takes the slap shot. The St. Louis Blues lead with 2 periods to play, 1-0. Mike, what's your take after the first period?
The Redwings are getting their shots, Bill, but it's not shown yet on the scoreboard.
Time to drop the burnt biscuit. Pronger carries it over the red line. Mellenby moves it over to McGinnis. Robitaille passes it off over to Petrov. Pass to McCarty.
The Blues are so quick. You got to be fast to keep up with their game.
McGinnis sends it over to Mellenby. Vicious check by Chelios. Wade sends it over to the right wing. Yzerman sends it up to Hall. Brings it past the blue line. And he takes a wrist shot. Passes to Yzerman. Lidstrom sends it up to the center. And he takes a wrist shot. Saved by Johnson. Wade carries it past the red line. Shanahan sends it back to the defenseman. Mellenby takes it past the red line. Tkachuk passes it to the right wing. Great save! He's taken up where he left off last period.
Joseph is so quick. When it looks like the puck's in the goal, his glove flies into the air and grabs it.
Hey, Mike, what does the replay show?
Joseph takes the blocker and redirects the shot away.
Robitaille sends it back over to Fisher. Dimitra sends it off over to Nash. Blocked out front. Sends it over to Mayers. He takes a snapshot. Great save to keep this game close. And they go offside.
To today's game.
Dimitra thought there was an easy tally there, but gets stoned by Joseph. McGinnis sends it to his defenseman. He's intercepted. He passes it back to McGinnis. Nash moves it back to Dimitra. Mayers plays it up to the center. Save made by Joseph. Fisher sends it up to the center. Wallin sends it back to the defenseman. Fedorov carries it over the blue line. Centers it over to McCarty. He passes it to the left wing. Robitaille sends it over to the right wing. He looks to be in mid-season form with goaltending like that. Pronger takes the puck up. And he takes a wrist shot. Those saves are great warm-ups for the regular season. Shanahan passes it to the right wing. And he goal! That brings the teams even on the scoreboard. Now that was a big goal for the away team. The replay should give us a better look.
Oh, yeah, it's fiesta time on the ice.
Detroit goal scored
Lidstrom
by
passes
number
over to
17,
Hall.
Brett Hull. Assist to
He
number
passes it
14,
on over to
Brendan
Yzerman.
Shanahan. And to number 5, Nicholas Lidstrom. Time of the
Salvador
goal,
passes
9
it over to
minutes,
Waite.
5 seconds.
Over to the right wing. Shanahan brings the puck to the zone. He passes it to Tkachuk. He takes the backhand shot. Yzerman brings it past the red line. He passes it to Hull. And he takes a wrist shot. Oh, Johnson loves that shot out of the air. Tkachuk carries it past the blue line. Joseph passes it to Lidstrom. Iserman brings the puck up, brings it over the blue line. He gets knocked off the puck with a check by McInnes. Mellenby brings it over the red line. Chelios passes to Shanahan. Carries it past the red line. He relays it over to Hull. Wait sends it over to Tkachuk. And he takes a wrist shot. What a save! He lets the slap shot go. Iserman brings the puck up through the zone. Takes it past the blue line. Shanahan sends it back to Hull. Waite carries it over the red line. Mellenby brings it past the blue line. Passes it over to McInnes. Hull slides it to Iserman. Carries it over the blue line. He passes it up the center. Good thing he didn't have his skates sharpened tonight. Johnson looked good on that last save, Mike.
Brent Johnson has to show that last year wasn't a fluke. The guy had a great season, but needs to show that he can handle the load consistently. It was his first time being a starter, so he just needs experience.
Van Ryn passes it to Mayers. Nash takes it past the red line. He sends it up the middle, over to Dimitrov. He gave up his body to make that save. Fedorov moves it to Robitaille. Passes it to McCarty. He takes the slap shot. Fedorov sends it over to the right wing. Dimitrov takes the puck up through the zone. He sends it over to Mayers. Fedorov takes the puck up. He sends it off over to McCarty. He makes a centering pass.
1 minute. 1 minute remaining.
He passes it to the right wing. Face off to the left of Johnson. Pronger passes to the defenseman. Mellenby brings it past the red line. Checked hard by Lidstrom. Mike, I'm impressed by the defensive single-mindedness shown by Lidstrom.
Lidstrom tends to be a little over-aggressive sometimes, but that can lead to many scoring opportunities.
We've got a face-off to the left of Joseph. He plays it up to the center, and he takes a wrist shot. As we take a breather, it's tied at 1. Hey, Mike, let's see if the stats reflect the scoreboard.
The Blues have more shots on goal, Bill, but it hasn't made a difference in the score.
Let's go down to the ice for the drop of the puck. McInnes brings it over the red line. Tkachuk plays it up to the center. Chelios passes it off to Fedorov. Over to the right wing. Robitaille sends it up to the center. McCarty plays it up to the center. That shot deflected off his skate. Johnson sends it to his defenseman. Mellenby carries it past the red line. He centers it to Tkachuk. Good save! Joseph stops the go-ahead goal. Joseph, he just scored in his own goalie.
Oh, man, seeing this one up close should be interesting.
You can't even apologize for that kind of mistake, Mike.
St. Louis goal,
Fisher
scored by
carries it
number
over the red
7.
line. And he takes a wrist shot. Blocked out front.
Time of goal, 2 minutes, 45 seconds.
The St. Louis Blues are looking to win tonight with this lead. Mike, any other info about them you can share with us?
St. Louis has been one of the top defensive teams in the league year after year, and with most of their defensemen returning, this season looks to be no exception.
Nash brings the puck through the zone. Wallin sends it up over to Yzerman. He takes a snapshot. Tonight there's been some good, solid defense by Fisher.
Fisher loves to play aggressive. His teammates love having someone around to take the body.
Face-off to the right of Johnson. Mellenby passes it to the right wing. Waite takes it past the red line. And he takes a wrist shot. What a save! Passes it to the right wing. He plays it back. He scores! Energy. That's a pretty one-timer for the goal by Mellenby.
Well, I think they found this goalie's weakness, Bill.
St. Louis
Lidstrom passes to the defenseman. McCarty sends it to the left wing. Fedorov carries it past the blue line. Kachuk passes it over to the left wing. He sends it over to Lidstrom. Brings it past the red line. He moves it over to Fedorov.
Time of the goal.
Sends the puck back to McCarty. Dimitra brings the puck up through the zone. That was a hard hit by Mayers. Fedorov brings it over the blue line. And he takes a wrist shot. He gave up his body to make that save. Brings it over the red line. Dimitra sends it over to the right wing. This faceoff is left of the goalie. Wallin passes to Yzerman. Brings it past the blue line. Man, what a save. Kachuk brings the puck up. Takes it past the blue line. Passed back over to Mellenby. Fisher sends it off over to Hall. The St. Louis Blues have the advantage right now in this game. Are there any other things our viewers should know about this team?
Dominance in overtime is something St. Louis hopes to continue this year.
Carries it past the red line. Yzerman passes it over to Shanahan. Hull sends it to the left wing. Kachuk passes it to Mellenby. They get called for offside. Mike, we're seeing some nice defensive play by Pronger.
Pronger plays an aggressive style of hockey. By being aggressive, he can create scoring chances for his team.
McGinnis moves it back over to Prunger. Kachuk makes a long pass over to Mellenby. It's intercepted. Gloved out of the air. Takes the puck up through the zone. Yzerman passes it to the right wing. Waite sends it back to Prunger. Yzerman passes to Hall. That save preserves their 2-goal advantage. And he takes a wrist shot. That save shows he came to the camp ready to play this season. Take it away, Mike.
Whoa, that clang of the puck off the post could be heard all the way up here, Bill.
This faceoff is left of the goalie. And he takes a wrist shot. They keep blasting away, but he keeps making the saves. He lets the backhand shot go. Prunger sends it to Dimitra. Carries it past the blue line. That stop keeps this game within reach. Sent back to Nash. McCarty sends it up to the center. Robitaille plays it up to the center. He passes it off to Fedorov. He must have puck magnets in that glove. Prunger slides it over to Dimitra. Takes it past the red line. And he takes the step shot. Great save. Fedorov takes the puck up. He passes it over to Robitaille. Carries it over the red line. Passes over to the left wing. He passes it to Fisher. Joseph logged a nice save there, Mike.
Joseph is tough on the glove side. He makes grabbing the puck out of the air look so easy.
Chelios moves it back to Lidstrom. Joseph looked good on that last save, Mike.
Curtis Joseph's career best goals against average is 2.56. That same season, he won 35 games, which broke the former Toronto Maple Leaf record.
We're going to have a face-off to the right of Joseph. Hull passes it over to Yzerman. He centers the pass. Johnson sends it to his defenseman. Mellenby brings it past the red line. Centering pass to Waite.
1 minute remaining in the third period. Recording devices of any kind are not permitted.
The Blues love fast-paced games. That's where they feel most at home.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Chelios moves it over to Hall. Hopefully, he can keep making saves like that, and maybe one of his teammates will help him out on the offensive end. And he takes a wrist shot. The St. Louis Blues come out ahead here, 3-1. That should do it for Mike and I here at the Savage Center.
For the 3 stars of the game, the number 3 star, Scott Mellenby.